Is this working? What's up, friends? Hopefully this is working. Let me see. That was a weird error message I've never gotten before. Yeah, it is. Hey, what's up, people? Got the stream pulled up here on the laptop. I'm gonna pop out the chat so that I can see what you guys are talking about. There we go. All right. So we're gonna do a little bit more JGTC racing, but this time we're gonna go Lexus. We're gonna go all fancy like with a you know, plush, cushy Lexus RCF. I thought this was gonna have a V8. I was looking forward to a V8 soundtrack, but it says it's a 2-liter. So more than likely this is a 4-cylinder, inline 4 with a big old turbo. Let's find out. Going into campaign here, GT League, and then professional because, you know, I'm a professional. What can I say? And then we've got the All Japan GT Car Championship, which in the real world is called JGTC. And we're going to go to Fuji. See how this RCF is. Should be fast. It seems like there's, I think there are 6 Group 2 cars that you can buy. 2 NSXs, 2 Lexuses, and I'm assuming 2 Nissans. And it looks like they've got cars from the 2000s. With each of those manufacturers, it looks like they have one JGTC car from the 2000s, and then they have another JGTC car from the teens, 2016, 2018, and the cars from this decade are a lot faster. So the other Lexus is an SC430, and in my opinion, that's possibly the ugliest car ever built. So I refused to buy that one. But I did get this RCF, so let's see how it is. This is the one from, so this is the more recent car, 2016. So this should be a goddamn rocket ship. I have a feeling that this won't be much of a challenge. But let's find out. With how tough it was to beat Suzuka, I'm actually not, I'm not heartbroken if this is not a complete pain in the ass to, if it doesn't take me 18 times to get through this race. It didn't take me 18 times, but I think it took 8 or 9 20-minute races in Suzuka to actually get through that with the NSX, which is kind of ridiculous. The biggest braking zone in all the land, turn 1 of Fuji. Getting through these Group 3 cars here, and GGT there. A little bit of Porsche action. Here comes the Lambo. Easy. Easy. We're making use of that aero grip there, getting me out of trouble. Typically, aero grip is a little understeery, which is good because when you're going deep into the triple digits, the last thing you want is the rear end to come out. Mainly because when it comes out, it happens way too fast, usually, for you to catch. It's one of the things that separates the F1 drivers from all the other mere mortals is their hand speed and their ability to catch high-speed slides faster than pretty much anyone. Which comes from karting. That's something that you work a lot on in karting, and F1 drivers are always have a huge history in karting, and lots of hours behind kart steering wheels. So we're up into 10th already, 16th to 10th in 1 lap. Not bad. Chuck Toast, what's up, dude? He says sushi, anyone? I'm always down for some sushi. I like calling it sushi. It makes me laugh. It's I stole that from either a movie or a show. What the hell's that from? It's from the League, actually. It's when Ruxin meets the American sushi chef at his favorite sushi restaurant. Sushi chef is from, as he puts it, Omaha. It's a really good episode of The League. I hope somebody out there knows what I'm talking about. And every single one of you is not just going, what? Oh, there's probably only a couple people in here because this is a fairly... DT streams don't get much attendance, which is fine. I don't expect FPV people that aren't into cars to come in here and listen to me ramble on and on about the intricacies of traction circles and suspension dynamics and racecraft. But it's interesting how many FPV people are actually into cars and are kind of into this content, which is kind of fun because now that I'm sort of forcing myself to come to the realization that FPV is my career. Like, it's not just this for fun thing. Like, I'm not just testing it out anymore. Like, yeah, it's my career. Like, I'm a streamer, I'm a YouTuber, I'm a FPV person. It's no longer my hobby, and I kind of need to have a hobby. Like, I don't, I'm not the type of person that can just kind of have one thing and just be wholly dedicated to that one thing. When I've done that in the past, I've suffered from pretty nasty burnout. And it's looking like sim racing could potentially like become my hobby. And I love that. I really do. It's a really fun transition from motorsports, from actual motorsports, physical motorsports, let's call it, to sim racing, because the sim games have gotten good enough to the point where this really scratches the itch. Yeah, so I'm kind of happy about this, and I'm just gonna go with it. And there's a new, there should be a new Gran Turismo game coming out sooner than later. It was supposed to launch with the PS5, but in typical Gran Turismo fashion, better late than never. Which I can totally respect. Polyphony delays the launch of... They've delayed the launches of all the Gran Turismo games for the past, like, decade. But when the games come out, they're fucking phenomenal. So, like, yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm kind of the same way. I'm never really on time, but when I get there, it's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be good. The double. Look at that. The mega lunge. Yeah, this car's fast. The 2008 NSX doesn't have brakes like that. I was not able to outbrake. Oh boy. Other cars in the same way. Fuji is a lot. There's a lot more. You can make a lot more mistakes on this racetrack than Suzuka. Suzuka is. It kind of punishes you in a lot of different spots, which is fine. I mean, that's makes you work a little bit harder. But the fact that I'm up into 4th on lap 4 out of 12 on the first attempt is A, an indication of how fast this car is, but B, this racetrack is a little bit kinder when you get things wrong. And look at that backdrop. Look at Mount Fuji in the background there. Come on now. This visiting this racetrack, even just to go and see the facility, is a absolute bucket list item for me. Car culture in Japan is something very, very special that I got introduced to back at university. My freshman year actually at college. I met a guy, Chris Rayo, who was on my floor, and became friends with him, who was also into cars. I was super into Mustangs and American car culture at the time, and he was super into JDM stuff. And I think I kind of, around that same time, I was starting to understand like that there's more to cars than drag racing, and I think I fell in love with JDM shit more than he fell in love with USDM stuff. But yeah, he and then we roomed together sophomore year, I think. And yeah, great guy. great guy. He's from North Jersey. So after college, when I moved to South Jersey and he moved back home, I think, to North Jersey, we kind of lost touch and we don't really talk anymore. Just fun. And having an hour and a half to 2 hours kind of separating you tends to, yeah, like you both have to be pretty committed to the friendship to kind of stay in touch, and that's fine. It's fine to. It's always easy to kind of like beat yourself up and be like, oh, I should have kept in touch with that person. But it's a two-way street, you know. It's important to remember that it's a two-way street. And like, yeah, I do wish that I'd kept in touch with Chris more. But we're friends on Facebook. We see each other post every so often. Oh God! Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! All right. So halfway through the race and we're up into 4th position. That's pretty good. 6 seconds to the leader. Oh yeah, this should not be much of an issue. These races are... I'll try to check the chat on the front straight. I gotta get better at... I mean, this whole sim driving while streaming thing is very, very new. I gotta figure out how to check chat during races. Especially now that I'm getting like more difficult races. It's, I find that like if I take my attention away from the race for even 1 second, I miss something. And, can't be missing stuff when the competition is tough. And like, as I get better at driving, I go up into harder races so that it's not just like, you know, I don't want to just be slaughtering these people. But I'll get it. Hopefully. I mean, I haven't figured out how to do it with building FPV yet, which is not true. That's me being way too hard on myself. But we're better at it. Here we go. I'm gonna check chat. FinFPV is in the house. Go-Kart Mozart says somebody say karting? Damn right I did. William Tam is here. What's your sim racing setup? William asks. It's a PS4 controller. I don't have one. But in 8,000 miles of races in this game, I've gotten somewhat decent with the controller, with the PS4 controller. Look at that! I checked a bunch of chat on the front straight, and I didn't completely bottle turn 1. And on that last lap, I reduced the gap to the leader by 2 seconds. Oh! Okay. Okay. Oh, the limiter. We're good. Wow, this car's fast. Don't you do it. Oh boy, okay. That was a little, I thought maybe because I was in the higher gear that I could just hammer it on the floorboard and really rock it out of that corner, but that was a bit ambitious. I have such a hard time with this last corner. You gotta like track halfway out, but then if you go a little bit too far, it really ruins the corner, so I have a tendency to just run it really shallow like that. It's a lot safer of a way to run it. Chuck Toast says, I love Mazda. You and me both. Not using a wheel. Yes, I'm using a controller fin. Go-Kart. Once you get driving to a wheel, used to driving to the wheel, you won't go back. Yeah, my, son of a bitch. My father has a Thrustmaster T300 and a play seat setup, and I spent during like holidays and whatnot. When I would go home, I would spend a little bit of time, spend maybe like an hour or so, and I would kind of start to get used to it. And I've had friends that have had wheel and pedal setups and whatnot over the years. So I've never actually poured like 50, 60 hours into it though to really get into the subtleties of it. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. It's looking like Kristen is gonna get me for my birthday here coming up. my 40th birthday on April 17th. Yes, there will be a big long live stream. It's looking like she's going to get me the Play Seat Challenge, which is like a lawn chair, basically a lawn chair, a foldable lawn chair set up for a steering wheel and pedals. And then yeah, I just need to get my hands on a set of steering wheel and pedals. I would love to get the Thrustmaster T300 set up, because that seems to be really like the king of the entry-level non-direct drive steering wheel pedal setups. But I'm gonna have to buy it used because it's really expensive new. So I've already been trolling Facebook Marketplace. I guess I should also jump on. I should probably jump on OfferUp and Christ, maybe even Craigslist. Does anybody actually use Craigslist anymore? I haven't been on there in forever. I used to use Craigslist a good amount. So lap 9 out of 12, and the leader is right in front of me here. I'm trying to be patient. Looks like he's in an RCF as well, so this should be a nice little battle. I'm glad that I didn't just go raping past him. Typically in these races, like as you get a little bit closer to the leader, they start to push a little bit harder and harder, which is pretty cool. Oh, sorry, bro. I swear I didn't mean to ram you like that. This car's a little rough in first gear. It's really hard to put the power down. Ooh, slow through there. I can't take the position on a ram like that. That's not cool. All right, here we go. Oh my God! Come on. It's bump drafting. That's all. It's bump drafting. Helping them out. Helping them catch that back marker up there. It is hot as shit in Atlanta here today. It is like 77 degrees in this apartment. I'm gonna have to turn the air conditioning on. Whoa! I was just trying to bump draft. I wasn't trying to get them all squirrely like that. I'd rather not pass them on the front straight. I'd rather get it done in the corners. So let's go for it. I think I'm going to go for a pass on this lap here and then spend some time trying to run away. Could have done it there, but I don't know. It felt weird. Get it done up here. There it is. And now we run away! See if I can pull a gap on him. Oh, he's gonna come half a second. Maybe he won't have it. I hope he doesn't come up. I got pretty lucky. I should have run a more defensive line there, but I got away with it. Oh wow, big gap. 1.2, from a half a second to 1.2 seconds there. It was pretty ugly. Stick it in. Come on, come on, come on. That's what she said. Alright. There we go. I mean, that's the line in that corner. I was a little sloppy and clumsy on the braking, but that was the appropriate line. I don't know, maybe you just can't... I always feel like that running the correct line there is... I either get it really wrong, or I get it right, but I don't do it fast enough. Oh, Christ. My phone's going nuts. Alright. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh balls. I'm not... I was about to say I'm not going to give the lead back, but apparently I am. I wasn't, what I was saying is I wasn't going to self-impose a penalty and give the lead back there. But the game took care of that. I got a little squirrely and drove across the racetrack like a complete jackass. Absolute worst thing you can possibly do after a crash is drive across the racetrack like that. That's a really good way of killing someone. Alright, here we go. I'm fast through here, so let's see if I can get the R35 in the braking zone. Nope, not quite. Not quite, that's okay. Well, last lap shenanigans, here we come. And just totally fucked up that corner exit. Right back there, though. Don't get excited. Way offline there, but I kind of corrected it with that big old wiggle. See if I can get this R35 around the outside. Oh, could you guys hear the concentration? Oh, that was a big one. Oh, computer, come on. I was just checking the chat and then the screensaver went, well, I'm going to take this because I got a really good exit out of that corner. I do not feel bad. Ooh, look at him coming back. Ooh, the R35. Oh, shit, I really overslowed. That was not great. I assumed that the RCF was going to go firing off into the dirt, but man, he outbroke the shit out of me there. Nowhere near close enough for that move. But it ended up with a... Oh, wow. Okay. That was a little awkward, but I'll take it. Come on. I do not want to lose this race. Even on the first try, I don't feel bad. Ooh! 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 Head down. Here I come, you bastard. Oh, come on. You know what? Fuck it. I'm fine. I don't care. It's fine. Oh, God. They might get me. No. Screw you. I'm gonna block you all the way down the street. I'm over it. I'm not redoing this race. I don't love this racetrack, to be really honest. That was pretty shitty, but whatever. It's fine. They can't all be beautiful, fair, wonderful victories. Sometimes you just gotta say fuck you and ram them. I mean, I didn't spin them, so I guess you could say Rubbin's racing on that one, but that was a bit that was a bit cheeky, if I'm honest. I'm fine with it though. Alexander Romanego says, do you have an arm switch for that? I don't. Drone Pilot says, what's up? Looks like you guys are chatting. Go-kart's thinking about iNav. Oh boy. Ooh. All right. Look at that. Let's get out of here. Screw you, Fuji. I like the backdrop and the scenery of Fuji much more than the actual layout of the racetrack. Let's, what's this, Barcelona? Let's give Barcelona a shot. Although, let's switch the car up. Let's do the other JGTC car, because I've got the money. Oh, and we get our free car. Very cool. 10 days. Wow, I turned 40 years old in 10 days. I didn't realize today was April 7th. Good God, that's disgusting. Oh, oh. Oh. Oh, well. Someday they'll give me a car that I actually want. Right. I actually haven't, there's a couple cars that I've won recently that I haven't sold. Let's get the garage cleaned out a little bit here. Yeah, get rid of that. And then I think there was one more that I didn't want. Yeah, this TT Cup car. Go away, Vag car. For anyone not familiar, Vag is Volkswagen Audi Group. So next time you see a Volkswagen or an Audi, you can call it a Vag, and you're not being gross. Oh wait, no. I want to buy the ultimate Chungus, as Broadbent would call it. Alright. right, here we go. Nissan coming at you. Buying another JGT, buying the last of the JGTC cars, which in here they call Group 2. So let me just find it. Okay, so yeah, they have the same thing. They have the 2008, and then they have the 2016 version. So let's go with the 2008, because it's gonna make life a little bit more difficult, and I'm down with that. I wonder what the power plant is. I would assume that it's the, I almost said VQ. It's not gonna be a VQ. The VQ is the 350Z platform. Shit, I forget the engine code of the R35s. Yeah, wow, I completely forget it. Let's throw a livery on this thing, and then we'll get to see what the displacement is. And if it's 3.6 liters, then we know that it's the a hopped-up version of the R34. Oh wow, no, it's a 4.5 liter. What the hell? Oh, it's NA. What? What the hell engine did they put in this? That's interesting. So is that a 4.5 liter V6? Naturally aspirated V6? What a strange engine to have in here. Oh, you know what it is? I bet you back in 2008 they didn't allow boost. I bet you they had to be atmospheric engines back in 08. Huh. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that. So we're going to come here to the collection of... Oh, it looks like I only have the one. Oh, and it's almost the same livery as stock. That's okay. Alright. So after... So Whoop Wednesday is going to be a late night stream. It's probably not going to start until like 11. After I get wrapped up here, I'm going to make myself some dinner. And then when I'm done eating, I will jump on and we'll do some Whoop Wednesday action. So stay tuned for that. Where are we at here? Campaign, GT League. And since, you know, I am professional, we're going to go into the professional race series. Barcelona, here I come. Let's see how this goes. This is a smaller racetrack. I probably would have been better off going with the NSX, but it's fun to take a fat car and try to make it work on a small racetrack. So let's see how this goes. I also don't really know this track all that well. I don't know if maybe this wasn't in the previous games, or probably just it's been so long since I played any of the previous Gran Turismo games that yeah, I just don't have a great feel for this racetrack. But there's only one way to get a good feel for it, and that's to put the time in. Oh, there's the list of possible cars. So 2 Nissans, 2 Lexuses, and 2 Hondas. Okay, yeah, so it's exactly what I thought. And it's 08, 08, 08, and then 16, 16, 16. Alright, that makes sense. Sort of assumed that, but... Cool to confirm it. Alright, I don't know why I keep yawning. Yes, I do. I'm hungry. Can't hear the sound of the car over the brigade of jets overhead. But this is also just a pretty quiet car. Why is it so quiet? And it definitely doesn't sound like a V8, so this is a 4.5 liter V6, I'm assuming. And a quiet one. It keeps making me feel like I'm lugging the engine and I need to downshift. So this is Barcelona. I'm gonna learn the racetrack right along with you guys. There's one of the RCFs. Wow, man, this car feels fat. It is wide as hell, too, but it really feels heavy. Up on the curbing, it just doesn't care. Like, it doesn't get kicked around on the curbing at all, which might actually be a really good thing for this tight circuit. Although this doesn't seem like it's all that tight. I don't know why I thought that Barcelona was so much tighter than this. Just ramming everyone. 27.5 second gap to the leader. This is not one of the boosted current cars, so I am going to have to really jam to be able to catch the leader. I also forgot to look if this is all-wheel drive, but it certainly did not feel like it there. And I'm also pretty sure that JGTC requires rear-wheel drive only. So I'm going to go ahead and assume that this is a rear-wheel drive car, and I'm just not going to go yeeting it all over the fucking place. This is the section of this racetrack that fucks me up. I still have not figured out those low-speed, that little low-speed chicane. All right. 25 seconds on the gap, and I did just set fastest lap, so that's a good sign. Maybe we can do this. Looks like I can really cheat that braking point. Into some S's here. What's this like? This is a pretty fast right-hander. Oh, that's a very fast right-hander, okay. So there's a lot of time to be made up there. Cheated that braking point a little bit and kind of got away with it. That's good. Catching an SC430, I believe. I really don't know. I'm just having to read this racetrack. I really don't know this at all. Luckily, there's really good visibility, really good lines of sight, no real blind corners. So as long as you're looking ahead, you can spot which direction it's going to go next. Up into 11th, halfway through the second lap, gap to the leader is 20 seconds. Man, listen to those downshifts from the NSX. Wow. Oh boy, oh boy. Do not, okay, easy. Easy, big fella. Easy. Bump drafting or pushing them off the racetrack, either or. Here we go again. And then, yeah, you got to try to keep it out wide there so that you can run an actual line through here. Yeah, that's rough, man. That's a tough little sequence of corners. See if I can get it on the next time around. Just reset fastest lap, so that's good. Gap to the leader down to 17.5 seconds. I forgot I can cheat the braking zone there. That's okay. Ooh, okay, easy. Yeah, the exhaust note is so quiet that I keep thinking that I'm lugging it and downshifting. I have a feeling this will be the only race that I run with this car, though, so that's fine. By the time I get used to it, I'll never drive the car again. Next time down the front straight, I'm going to try to look at the chat. Before I get there, though, I need to wake the computer up. I forgot to turn the screensaver off, so every couple of minutes the screensaver turns on and I can't see the chat anyway. Go for it around the outside here. Oh, that was too easy. A little lift to get it turned in. This car is a lot easier to drive than the Lexus and the NSX, but not as rewarding, not as fun. Here we go again. Let's see if I can actually get this. God, man, it is. The car gets really loose there, so that's what I'm dealing with. So I need to generate some understeer there. All right, waking the computer up, and I don't see any orange. Looks like you guys are just hanging out and talking. That's cool of you. Yeah, so for Whoop Wednesday, I think what we're going to do is cheating that braking zone a little bit. I remembered. Ooh, wow, look how much of that gap I ate up. So I think what we're going to do is pull both of the Acro Bees apart that I bought from Frank and bartered from Matt Vega, and kind of make a plan. I think I'm just going to pull all the Tiny Whoop stuff out and we're maybe just going to make a plan. I feel like I should go down the 65 millimeter route. Maybe what I'll do is build 3 65 millimeter whoops with all 3 different sets of the motors that I'm curious about, and then I can head-to-head them. I've got a whole bunch of absolutely brand new Newbie Drone Golds nitro nectars for that testing, so that should be really good. The testing won't happen tonight. Tonight will be making wiring harnesses. I have what I need to make JST 1.25, I believe it is the smaller JST that Newbie Drone went with. I'll say, to not be mean. Oh, wow, look at making that move stick. Look at your boy, Ciotti. Oh, that was well deserved for the abuse that I put on those guys. Okay, there we go. So I just got to go into that corner a little bit less aggressively, and it's not a big oversteering nightmare. Yeah, so tonight we'll be making a couple of converters from JSD 1.0 to 1.25, whatever the hell it is, and then that'll allow me to, I guess there's really no reason to build 3 65 mil whoops. If I have 2 of them, and then I have the converters, I can just hot swap the motors because it's just 3 screws and plug. So yeah, that should be fine. I don't think it really makes much sense. Although I guess with a tiny whoop, it doesn't really matter. Building 3 65s and then switching it into a 75 is like 1 minute more work. So yeah, maybe I will do that. So basically the testing is going to be the tiny whoop crazy 25,000 or 24,000 kV 0802s versus the happy model 0802s versus the iFlight 22,000 kV bearing 0802s versus the Beta FPV bearing 0802 22,000 motors. And then I would also like to test an 1102. Just for the sake of, comparison. But I don't think I have any 1102s that are high enough kV, now that I say that. But I'll check. I'll bust out all of the tiny whoop stuff tonight. Well, apparently I've got that little sequence figured out there. I just enter that first corner with like a more defensive early apex line, and it really smooths that out. 8.4 seconds to the leader, 5th out of 20, lap 6 out of 10. Looks like we should be able to do this as long as the leader doesn't get super aggressive once I get up there near him. I turned in a little too early there. So yeah, we'll get all the tiny whoop shit out and get a plan going tonight. And yeah, it should be a good little Whoop Wednesday late night stream. I've got the apartment to myself until Friday night, so thus the late night stuff. I also had Wednesdays are a little tough because I have talk therapy on Wednesdays, and the deeper I get into talk therapy, the more it knocks the shit out of me, which is a really good thing. Fixing things about yourself is very difficult, and there's plenty to fix with me. So it being difficult means that yeah, putting the work in and just being willing to it's hard to admit the worst parts of yourself, right? Like it's hard to really yeah, it's just hard. I don't know how else to say that. But you know, those are the parts about myself that I need to fix to be a better, happier person. The first step is kind of realizing and getting the motivation to be willing to make those changes. But then, I mean, that's kind of the easy part. The hard part is identifying those things and kind of sitting with them and realizing that you know, there's parts about you that are fucking awful. And that those awful parts affect other people in a really negative way sometimes. And that's hard, but it's really important to identify those and just do everything you possibly can to work on them. I am not catching the leader, which is a little scary because right around now is when they start to really put quick lap times in. I still do have the fastest lap time, and it was on that last lap, so I'm just going to keep my head down and keep going. I'm probably not going to be able to check the chat, really. Although the front stretch is pretty long, I just keep forgetting to check it. So if you guys are tagging me, I will see it in at the latest 3 laps from now. I need to find a little bit more time out here, though. The lead's coming down a little bit, but it's coming down by tenths. I need it to come down by full seconds. That is not how you do it. Although I salvaged that pretty decent. Oh boy, I'm out in the marbles. Easy, easy, easy. Okay, good. Yeah, this car is easy to catch mistakes with, but at the same time, it's not nearly as fast as the more sketchy. Oh boy. So that sausage on that inner curbing is not one that you can hit, apparently. But that was well deserved. That was a big corner cut, and yeah, certain corners you can't do that. And apparently, that's one of them. So I think we're going to be doing this race again. It ain't going to be with this car because I'm not loving driving this car. But that's okay. It'll help me learn this circuit a little bit more because I definitely don't have a great feel for Barcelona here. Fastest first sector, that's good. Only by a couple tenths though. I need to be like a second faster if I'm going to catch this jackass. So the lead is down at 9 seconds and we've got 2.5 laps left, so I don't know, we'll see. A couple of back markers here, I can use their slipstream a little bit. So these chutes in between the corners. Mustang GT3 car, oh wow, GT3 car there. That ain't gonna help it. Man, now the gap's up to 10.2. Yeah, not gonna win this one, but maybe a podium. Maybe. Fucking Genesis Group 3 car. Get the hell out of here. That's an interesting little sequence there. I keep getting a little too hot on there. Oh boy. I just got very confused. I meant to upshift, I instead downshifted, and also slammed on the brakes for some strange reason. Alright, got the gap back down to 9.5 seconds, but yeah, wow, that was the fastest lap of the... How the hell? I mean, the time is there. I'm just not jiving with this car. Good lord. Just run this flat? No, not quite. What an interesting corner that is. It feels like you can run it flat, but I'm pretty sure you can't. Signs point to no. But who knows? I am just really pushing this car now, and it is a lot faster when you drive kind of like sloppily over the limit. Which makes sense because it is kind of like a fat understeery shitbird. So yeah, let's just be really aggressive with it. I mean, a 7-second gap and a lap and a half ain't gonna happen, but maybe podium. This is another back marker. Oh my god, I gotta stop running to the back of the fucking back markers. Oh my god, no. So it seems like the breaking point... Yeah, okay. So the braking point is right on top of the apex of that second little S, and then I just totally blew that corner entry there. Oh, gentle, gentle, gentle. Well, maybe there's a podium up there. Let's see. Fastest lap again. Yeah, there's a lot of time to be made in driving this car way more aggressively. But I don't like the exhaust note. I don't like how fat it is. So this is going to be the last time I think I drive this car. I think I'm going to bail on this thing, and we'll... I might actually even sell this damn thing. And then buy the... if I sell this, I can justify buying the 2016 version of this, and maybe that'll be a little bit more playful / lightweight. It'll definitely be... Gotta stop ramming into the back of these guys. Listen to this cacophony of fucking GT cars here, though. Just release the brakes for a second in that braking zone to get that little lunge on that guy. I tend to want to hammer back on the throttle, but it really can upset the car if you get on the brakes too early, jump back on the throttle, and then jump back on the brakes. So the safer thing to do is just release brake tension, and the other guy will be fully on the brakes, so you'll typically jump forward. So there's a podium. Second place is 0.7 seconds away, which is probably not going to happen. I doubt that I'll be able to get through these two back markers. No, definitely not. This is the last sequence here. A little run there, though. I'm pretty sure this is a back marker. Yeah. No, this is second place. Oh, damn. Oh, that was silly. Although, I don't know, I drove that last little sequence clean. I would have had to go yeeterific to get past him. Alright, so yeah. Let's sell this car. TakaZRV says, in a Nissan, blasphemy. Nissan makes great cars, man. F you. I don't know if I would ever own one. They make some of the worst sounding engines ever. But there are some things that I love about certain Nissans. So yeah, I'm gonna sell this because I don't want to ever drive this car again. And I'll make a couple dollars from selling it. So I got to get into this car, and then I can go in and sell this car. Wow, actually gave me some money for it. Cool. So now we're gonna go buy the 2016 boosted Gojira. I mean, basically just the RBs. The RB engines, if I'm honest, are the only real. Although no, that's not true. I have a huge love affair with the R33 and the R34 Skyline. R33 more than R34, mainly just because, like, I mean, of course, the R34 is like everybody's wet dream. But the R33, from like a styling standpoint, I think is really gorgeous and a lot more rare. All right, let's see if I have a. I wonder if I have a library for this car. I bet you I do. I bet you I do. Midron says, does anybody watch F1? I used to keep up with F1, but I have this issue where I'm a completionist, and I just don't have the time anymore to keep up with F1. Like if I keep up with the current season of F1, I will watch practice, I will watch all of quali and all of the race, and I just don't have that kind of time to devote to it. So what I've been doing for the past couple of years, which has been sort of interesting, is I just don't follow it at all. And then Netflix has an amazing documentary called F1: The Drive to Survive. And then I literally I just wait for that to come out, and then I watch the past season through that documentary. And it's like the weirdest way to watch F1, but it's actually pretty fucking cool because like everything that happens in the documentary is a complete surprise because I specifically don't pay attention to it and like ruin it for myself. So yeah, that's been a weird way to watch the last couple of F1 seasons, but it's been really fun. Oh wait, no, I want to put a livery on here. All right, we want to go to home. So this is going to be the last race. After this, I'm going to make myself some dinner and then get Whoop Wednesday started after that. Oh, look at this ridiculous livery. It's fine. Not really a race car livery, but that's okay. It's more of a SEMA livery. All right. Right 9. There are 2 R33s in your complex. That's crazy. Although, actually, that's not crazy because the R33s just passed the 25-year rule. So that's why we're going to see them a lot more often. All right. Barcelona round 2 and a lighter, higher horsepower Godzilla. Let's see what happens. Oh, I didn't realize you were in Australia. Riot 9. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, you guys have already had, always had them. They're very rare for us cheeseburger people. Very, very rare. Although, yeah, like I said, I think they're under our 25-year rule, and we should be seeing a lot of them start to get imported here, which I'm excited about. Because up until this point, we've only really had R32s, and they're. I love that R32s are rear-wheel drive, but I don't really love the styling. They just look like a passenger car. That's a much better exhaust note. Okay, now we're talking. Still can't hear it over the Air Force Brigade. There we go. Yeah, that's a much more interesting exhaust note. Okay, let's see how fat it feels. Like, oh my God, it is a lot faster. Jesus, and the brakes are even better. Let's see how it feels in the corners. Listen to the boost. Good Lord. I forgot to look up the displacement to see what the hell the engine is. If it's making this much boost, I wouldn't think that it's the 3.5. Ooh boy, it's the actual. I wouldn't think that it's the actual R35 engine, but you never know. What the hell's the engine code on for the R35 engine? Who knows? Somebody in chat must know. It's not VQ. It's not RB. It's I know it, but I can't think of it. RB is the engine code for the R32, 33, and 34. The R35 here got a whole different platform. It's similar to the VQ. The VQ being the platform in the 350 and the 370Z, but I'm pretty sure it's not. I'm pretty sure it's a little bit different than the VQ. It might actually be the VQ. It sounds just as dumb as the VQ. That's not true. That's not true. It doesn't sound as dumb as the VQ. Nothing sounds as dumb as VQs. VR, that's it. VR. Yep. VR38 VETT. Yep. VR. My God, look at this thing in a straight line. Are you shitting me? Holy Christ. Wow, and the brakes are absurdly good. Well, if I don't win this race, there's something wrong with me. Let's see how it is through here. Yeah, it really piles on the speed through there. But then it's got the horsepower to really maximize that's an increasing radius corner there, and the NA R35 previous didn't have the horsepower to really run the rest of that corner out as the radius opened up, but this thing does. This thing has the power to get to the limit of traction on the exit of that corner, which is pretty cool. That's what you want. Oh my god, please no, please no. Okay. Whew. Should have gotten into his draft, but I was waking up the laptop so I could actually see the chat. Oh, what am I doing? All I gotta do is put the pointer in the bottom right corner. If you're an Apple person, there's a really helpful feature that you probably didn't know about. There's hot corners, and one of the so like top right corner, top left, bottom right, bottom left, you can put different functions. And one of the really cool functions, the way I have it set up, I've always had my Mac set up, is top right corner triggers the screensaver, but bottom right corner disables the screensaver, which is just like a really nice little oh my god, the lunge! Holy shit, that was some serious closing speed. No, I'll be damned, this car still actually doesn't have the power. Maybe I'm just not getting on the throttle early enough. Up into 5th, 10 seconds off the leader in the 3rd lap. Big difference. Alright. Come to me, lead pack. I'm going to eat you. Leave it in second because first gear is just a bit hectic. Oh boy, oh boy. Man, the curbing around here is very slippery. Ah, way too early. Oh well. Got through there safely. Best place to make a mistake. That curbing has some grip though. Thank God, because I went into it full beans. Man, I am looking forward to finishing up this race and making a quesadilla. I am hungry as hell. Yeah, okay, I'm just picking up the throttle too late there. Man, you can pick up the throttle early. It really feels like it's, oh boy. It really feels like it's gonna send you out, but then the radius of that corner really does open up. Might be a little camber situation going on. The beginning of that corner might be off camber, and then maybe halfway through the corner it flattened out. It definitely doesn't come on camber, but I don't know. It's hard to notice those subtleties in sims. That's the one, like elevation changes are the one thing that are really difficult to learn from a sim. Also, bumpy sections of the track are also very difficult to learn. You tend to have to, like when you train in the sim and then you hit a real racetrack, those are the areas where you tend to be really weak and slow, and you'll just get demolished by the people who have actual seat time on that racetrack. This is gonna be nuts. It's not gonna work. I'm just gonna let him have it. I'll get him here. Nope. So that's the second place car. So we're doing well. Going into the halfway point here. 5.7 seconds off the leader. I'm gonna be patient. Oh my God! Look at the horsepower. Holy Christ! That's why they call him Godzilla. Wow! And the brakes are ridiculous too. This is a rocket ship. Jesus, look at that gap. 1.4 second gap between the halfway point of the straight and turns 1, 2, and 3. Holy crap. That's serious. 3.8 to the leader. Slowly squeezing on the power there. I thought I was going to overcook that, so I turned in real early to give myself a little bit extra racetrack. Didn't end up needing it, but it's alright. That was pretty awful. I don't know what the hell I was thinking there. Alright, let me get my shit together here and actually turn a half-decent lap so I can catch this. Man, the brakes on this car are crazy. Turn a decent lap to catch the leader here. Didn't get quite enough speed scrubbed off there and paid for it. That's okay. Got it out here. Just be gentle. Oh wow, I got through there really nicely though. Don't get greedy, don't get greedy. Stay off the sausages. And away we go. Well, let's see how much is this gap I eat. I mean, that was a hell of a corner exit. Oh my god. I'm just gobbling up the gap on this front straight. No, not that bad. Oh, hey, he's in the same car. Okay, I don't feel too bad. Oh, this is gonna be fun. I'm just gonna hang with this guy for a lap or two so that we can get a little of an eargasm going on here between him banging, popping downshifts and the raw, unadulterated turbo whine coming out of my car. No, 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 no. Come on, go, go, go. I'm actually going to put the other headphone in, and I'm just going to get a little bit of immersion going on here. Couple laps of noise. Here we go. I let off because I didn't want to pass him, but I let off a little too much. Wow. What a soundtrack. Ooh. Got away with one there. Time to run away. Oh, shit. I didn't know I could go that fast into that. Oh, shit. Without him in front of me, I don't know where to brake in some of these corners. Get out of here, A96. Get out of here. Oh no, not on the outside. Oh god. And away we go. Fastest lap of the race. Took me that whole time to get the screensaver to turn off. Gap at 1 point. Oh, gap's coming down. Gotta be careful. Run away! What are you doing out here, Evo 10 Group 3 car? You're not... This is not... You're a knife. This is a gunfight. Man, with both headphones in this game is outrageous. The immersion is just crazy. I can't control the volume of my voice though when I have both earbuds in. I have decided for my birthday though that I am going to get a half decent headset. I'm going to spend $60 on a pair of headphones with a built-in mic, so that yeah, the audio quality isn't so useless when I do these streams. Oh boy, oh boy. Slowed through there, but didn't spin. I tried to shift down twice there. I was already in first. Ooh, ooh. That was almost real bad. Yeah, he's still there. That was a pretty sloppy lap though. Oh my god, that lap was 2 seconds slower. Not having him in front of me to cheat on braking points is tough. Yeah, see, I chickened out and I lifted there after I picked the throttle back up and I didn't have to. Oh god, no. Missed that apex by about 100 feet. No big deal. Ah, get off the limiter. It's a tough corner right there. I don't think I've gotten that corner right once. Man, it sucks. I've made all this progress learning to drive this damn thing with the controller. I'm about to get a steering wheel and pedals and have to start all over. Although it's not at all starting all over. It's just taking all the real life muscle memory that I've got and changing it a little bit. It's funny. I can always tell how good a driving sim is by how quickly I adapt to it. As an example, when I was at Steele's for the Flow State filming, I spent about an hour on his like $10,000 sim rig and started off with, hey, there we go. Started off with Assetto Corsa, which was really good, and then we went into iRacing. And on iRacing, like, I was able to lap the Nürburgring fairly confidently within about 10 minutes. And he was like, what the fuck, dude? It took me like over a month to be able to do that. I was just like, yeah, I mean, this is really no different than just what I've got almost 10 years into playing race cars in 3 dimensions in the physical universe. Well, that is gonna do it for this Gran Turismo live stream. Thanks for hanging out, people. I am going to make myself some food, and then we're gonna kick off Whoop Wednesday. Probably at, what time is it now? It's about 10. So probably 11 o'clock. I'm gonna throw YouTube on, watch some stuff, cook, eat, relax, and then yeah, we'll do some late night Whoop Wednesdaying. Hopefully I see you guys over there. We'll do an hour of public streaming until midnight, and then at midnight we'll swap over to Patreon only. So if you want to get more than a half an hour or an hour of streaming from me a day and a million other really cool things, head on over to CiottiFPV.com and hit the Patreon button. $3 whole a month, 10 cents a day will get you in the door, and then there's a ton of benefits. I promise you that you will gain much more than $3 a month in knowledge and wisdom and sage life advice. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I'll see you in a bit.